All right. Hello, everybody. This is Jacob with Midwest Coaster Fans here with Annika and Zach, and it looks like Chris is going to be in and out with us this episode. He may be in right now. I'm not for sure, but welcome to their next edition of Coaster Wars. This week we have The Voyage versus The Beast. One second. Gotta scroll down. So first up, between the two, we're going to talk about the theming. I'm going to let Zach start with that.
Yes, theming. Let's see here. The Voyage has theming, and it seems like they have some slip wheels around on the walls, and then also the building itself is painted in a nice light blue color to give you that feeling of water. And then the Beast has basically the theming is designs. That's basically it.
Annika, what do you think?
Sorry, I have no idea what's going on. My screen is completely frozen.
Make sure you're set to our Wi-Fi and not the Xfinity Wi-Fi. It may automatically connect to the Xfinity. The computer did that. So with the theming, I agree. I really love the Voyage theming, how it's all set up. I do think that they have a little bit more theming than the Beast does, but I kind of love the more woodsy feel that you get with the Beast walking into the queue line. We'll give her a second to get back in. It looks like she is coming. One thing I will have to say about the two, though, I definitely love how they both use PTC trains, but we'll discuss that a little bit later. Annika, what do you think about the theme? Oh, Chris is here. Hi, Chris. I heard him cough. Is he there? I think he may have left again. What do you guys think of the theming when it comes to the stations with the music and kind of how they have all the Beware of the Beast kind of in the Beast station?
Let's see here. The station Voyage definitely has better music as Hollywood plays theme music for the area, and King John is best plays that pop stuff.
Mm-hmm. But I kind of like how in the station on the wall of the Beast you have Beware of the Beast. I forget what the other thing is, and of course you have the big nice Beast 40th anniversary.
Oh, hey, I can see you now.
There we go.
Me too.
We're all back. Sorry, it's my first time running this thing. Normally Chris runs it.
But hey, though, we actually on kind of nice. So
Now let's move on to the trains. Of course, they both use everybody's favorite type of trains. What's your input, Zach?
yes, they're both technically the same, but Hollywood are better as they have better padding.
Yes, I would have to agree with you there. I do feel like they take better care of the trains there than they do. But what I thought was cool, which I know you know this, but every other year, what holiday roll does they send off? And correct me if I'm wrong. Like one year they'll send the Voyage trains, and then the next year they'll send the other two trains, and then they just kind of flip flop every other year. Is that correct?
Pretty much, yeah. So 1 year is Voyage, and then next year is even Legend trains. So 2 1 year, and then 4 next year.
Mm-hmm. Then of course they both run those tank of a trains that PTC builds.
Yes, the
No.
tanks, yeah, they're definitely being tracked pretty well.
Now,
Hey, Jake, you need to add Chris into the stream.
he couldn't add himself? I didn't know that.
I guess not. I don't know.
Hey,
There you
Yeah.
go. Hi, Chris.
yeah, you have like a bunch of banners on there too, like StreamYard banners. You could turn those off too.
I know. I'm trying to fiddle with it. I'm trying to watch the comments and do the thing.
There we go. That looks better. So you're talking about the trains then?
Yeah. We're
I
talking
think-
about.
Obviously, the Voyage trains are going to be more comfortable because they're newer. The Beast is not too bad, but it's really rough over the wheels, whereas the Voyage over the wheels isn't as bad. I think it has to do with the age of the trains, though.
Well, and like I said, like we were just discussing, one year they send off Voyage trains, and then the next year they send off the other two trains. I mean, they flip flop every year, so PTC pretty much has those trains on consistent maintenance, basically. Plus their yearly visits that they do. Everybody loves those days. Surprise, one train operation on Voyage.
Doesn't Kings Island send off their trains too, though?
Yeah, but I don't know how
Yeah.
often.
I can find out. Because PTC on the website tells you what train working on each year.
Now, what do you guys think if the Timberline project would have actually fell through? Do you think that would majorly change our minds on what we think? I know we haven't said it, but
I think the Timberliners would have ruined the Voyage, to be honest. I think those trains are crap, but that's just my opinion. I rode it on Hades 360, and it was not a comfortable ride at all.
now aren't the trains longer on the Beast than they are on Voyage? Don't they do more rows?
Yeah, so,
Uh,
yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, Beast has, the 6 free-row cars.
Now, do you think if they would shorten those amount of cars, do you think that would help the ride experience?
Maybe a little bit on the weight of the train would be as heavy, but it would be less fun.
I guess we can move on to our next subject, which would be the wonderful thing of lift hills. I mean, they both do use the chain lift system. The big difference between the two is Voyage only has one, the Beast has two. Which ones have the better views? I know with the Beast, in my opinion, you do get that great forest view. But with the Voyage, I love how you can pretty much oversee the entire back of the park and all the water park.
Yes, I agree with that. Beast has the view of the woods, but Voyage has the view of the water park and fun as well. And another train, look it up. I have not seen Kings Island sending the train to BTC in the past few years, so I don't think that they will go back to BTC at all.
well, the Beast has that effect on their chain lift hills. So on the first hill, you have the slow part all the way, and then it speeds up before the drop. But I don't know if there's only one chain lift or if there's two built into that first lift hill. I haven't really looked into that at all.
There is one, and the slowdown is part of the block system to allow for three trains to operate.
Okay.
What do you think, Annika?
I do like the view of all the trees with the Beast, but something about seeing the water park from the top of the Voyage always gets me.
Oh, I love being able to look down at Cheetah Chase now. That is like my favorite thing to do. Actually, everybody knows what my favorite thing to do is. My thing's just to turn around and look down at the chain as we go up, but I like looking at the chains.
I think the Beast back in the day would have been better when they had the water in there, but now that they don't have any water, I think kind of defeats the whole purpose. I think they used to have a huge pond of water.
Yep, they did. Right at the front of the station. I want to see if maybe you put a photo of that in. I don't know if you did.
I did not. No, I didn't have a lot of time when I prepped everything.
I can find one.
The only thing that so you have the first lift hill of the Beast, you kind of fall asleep on it, and then you have the lift hill of the Voyage, which I think runs faster, which allows it to pick up a faster speed on the first drop too. I don't know if I'm right on that or not, but I believe it's a faster lift hill leading to a faster first drop. There's only one change for the full thing. Okay.
Switch back so we can go to the.
Well, you gotta understand, one was built in 2005 and the other one was built in 1978. So I mean, coaster design wasn't designed by computers back then, so they were basically designing it by engineering, by doing math on probably a spreadsheet or a graph, I imagine.
Which I have a theory, which pretty much in my head makes sense, but you guys will probably laugh at it. But we'll discuss that in the element section. But with the drops, which one gives you the better drop? I'm gonna have to go with the Beast on this one. I love dropping into that tunnel, no matter what time of day it is.
Yeah, that is a really tough one. Beast has the tunnel, which is a really cool view. However, it had a trim break. So, and then Voyage, you don't have a tunnel, but you had a really good airtime going over it. So that's a really tough one to do. Airtime or tunnel.
Well, if you include that second little hill, yeah, I would say Voyage, but I was just going for that first main.
Well, personally not well. Keen's Allen had a trim break on that first main drop. So, it's basically tunnel versus airtime on that first drop. So I'm going to go with Void on the drop because the tunnel is nice and all, but the airtime though is really good, especially in row 12.
Chris, your thoughts? You may be gone again. Annika, what your opinion?
I'll be in here in a second if you guys want to continue.
This is a really tough one. I don't know. This is a toss-up because I do really like dropping into that tunnel. But airtime is one of my favorite things. So, I don't know. I'm leaning towards the Voyage.
I agree. That first drop on the Voyage, I think, gives you more airtime. The Beast is, I don't know. The Beast is running slow this year too. It's weird.
I just like that tunnel. That's me and tunnels. I don't know. I like being in holes during the day, and I like tunnels on coasters. I don't know. Maybe I'm just part mole.
I did find a photo of the beast that has water on the antenna mount, if you want to see it.
Yeah, go ahead. You can share your screen, I think.
Yes.
You have to approve it though when he does it. You'll see it on the bottom. So he's allowed to share it, but you just have to. You'll see it.
Got it.
Yeah, so you can see that they had quite a bit of water going around there, and these to be quite well done.
But I'm assuming they got rid of the lake to help preserve the structure,
I think so, yeah.
which makes a lot of sense. But they could have just did what Indiana Beach did and put some steel in right there.
Exactly. Or they could have done was when they built to do bigger, like photos and have concrete blocks on there.
Pillars.
Yeah.
Why did they remove it?
it just got removed at one point in time. I'm sure somebody
I heard it was due to
watching.
I heard it was due to mostly mosquitoes, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think I had that too. Yeah, mosquitoes too, and so I could see that being a problem. But if you had a fountain there, you wouldn't have had a problem because the water is stagnant with no fountain there.
That's the thing. If they could have just added that, like you said, they could have just added like a fountain in the middle or two fountains to get the water kind of moving, and they would have been fine. But yeah,
It's just keeps on being lazy.
I think I'm going a little off. Sorry.
what's going
I
on?
was just gonna say I think I'm going a little off subject here, but I guess the mosquitoes probably couldn't compare to all the bugs that you get when you're riding Millennium Force at night.
I get more freckles than what I already have.
Oh yes, mayflies. Protein.
All right, so next up, we're going to discuss everybody's favorite thing, elements. I'll let Chris start on this one.
Okay, so the first half of the beast, a bunch of straight line boringness, and then you basically have straight lines and forceless helixes. But then if you get into the second half of the beast, then you have. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You get in the second half of the beast, and you have that crazy helix. So 2 helixes actually that give you a lot of laterals, but that's really all I could say about the beast. The elements don't really do anything. I think at night maybe more so than during the day, but during the day you already know what's coming, so it's kind of, I don't know. And then you have the Voyage, which was designed to go basically different directions. They have the spaghetti bowl towards the end, but you have like a total of 3 tunnels at the first half. And when you have the spaghetti bowl section, and then you go into kind of, what is it? The other 2 tunnels, or is it 1 tunnel? I think it's one tunnel, and then you just have the slow down, and then you go into the triple down. That triple down's insane. So,
especially with no trim.
Yeah, it just speeds up the second half, and you're just speeding into a bunch of transitions up until the final break hill. I mean, you're not slowing down. When you have the beast, we're just talking about elements. So, yeah, I would give that to the Voyage element wise, because I feel like it was designed better. But like 1978, I guess laterals were the thing, because you look at Racer and other models back in the 70s, they weren't really doing a whole lot with extreme laterals on like helixes. So the beast for its time, for that second half, the beast for its time, I think really like stood out back in like the 70s and early 80s. But once coaster manufacturers figured out how to go to the extremes on wooden coasters, I feel like the beast kind of, I don't know, great ride, but I don't know, my opinion's kind of changed since I've ridden different ones this year, so I kind of dropped to my like, probably I wouldn't even put it in a top 10 for wooden coasters anymore, to be honest. I'm done.
All right, Annika, what's your opinion? I mean, you were a really big beast person just 2 years ago. Maybe 3.
I just think it's running
Even
slow.
last year, I was just a really big beast person.
I don't know. Time flies when you're
I mean, we haven't been on it this year, so I can't really say much about this year. But I mean, after Hollywood Nights and getting to ride the Voyage without trim, plus I hadn't been to Holiday World in years when I had been riding the Beast. But I mean, with those 24 seconds of airtime that the Voyage gives you and the triple down, I mean, the Beast is a good ride. I will give it that. But overall, I think that the Voyage has better elements. I really do enjoy like the 90-degree bank turns. Big fan of those.
Zach, let's hear your thoughts.
Yes, so I agree with most part of you guys. The Beast, the hero content at the end is phenomenal. The battle on the end, great. The first half is, a bit boring. Like, you have an airtime hill that has no airtime. If the Beast ran trimless, it'd be, I think, a lot better. But all the trims and the straight factors kill it all. But the Voyage is perfection. Airtime anywhere possible. Then we have a trimless. It's just pure bonkers in that back car. So definitely the Voyage had better elements.
I like
Did you see the-
this. What?
Sorry, I'm looking at these comments on here because I'm kind of slowing down for a second on work. This guy's saying it took 41 years for the Voyage to dethrone the Beast. That is incorrect because the Voyage was built in 2005.
Well, either way, the way I look at it is Holiday World ran 2 test runs. They took the Raven, and then they took the Legend and combined it both and made the Voyage. They made it taller. They made it faster. You got airtime. You got everything you could want in a wooden coaster, and they gave it to you.
Agreed.
I mean, with the elements, I think the only thing that could make that first half better, which I agree with you guys, I love the ending, I love the second half, but I can't stand that first half. What if it's just small? That's all they needed.
Well, airtime hills, yeah.
Yeah, just random small airtime hills. That's all they need for that first half, and I think the Beast would be a completely different ride. Well, of course it would be, but you guys know what I mean. I know the audience doesn't, but I know you do.
Airtime hill with no trims.
Next topic.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't
go
understand
ahead.
the huge. I'm sorry. I don't understand the huge slowdown on the Beast when you're doing that straight line and you hit that brake for no apparent reason before hitting that small little helix.
Insurance, you name it.
What's going on?
Insurance, possibly, you name it.
That's the same track, probably.
Probably the fact maybe the fact that the ride's so old that they're just trying to preserve it as long as possible.
But Cedar Fair in general doesn't take good care of their wooden coasters.
Exactly. If it's rough, you have trims to it, right?
Except for Blue Streak, but that's their baby park, so of course they're going to take care of their baby park. I didn't get to ride it before Cedar Fair owned it, so I don't know what it was like before and how the maintenance was. I imagine it was probably better.
He was referring to Orion, not Voyage.
That's the best ride in the park. Okay, sorry.
Well, yeah, that's because Diamondback is kind of boring too, but...
yeah, that's a whole different discussion. That second half shouldn't even be there.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a great ride. We all agree it's a great ride. There's not one ride we all do not like at Kings Island. I know Annika can't ride a Flight of Fear, but if she could, she would love it.
Maybe.
Maybe. That'd be a yes, because Flight of Fear is awesome.
It would be 3, 2, 1 concussion.
What about Rock? Well, I mean,
wouldn't it be the first one?
Yeah, that's a whole different discussion. We'd be getting way off subject.
He said it would take the forces to the track. If not slow down, the track would be taking too much stress. And I'm assuming that
the Voyage does that. So the Voyage is so extreme they had to remove, a car off of it. So I think it only sits 28 now, or is it 24?
It's 24. It's a 24 level. Chris, 6 times 4 is 24.
Chris is busy. He can't do math. Now, speed.
No special lights, just darkness.
I mean, the Voyage is faster.
I mean, in fact, it's faster by 5 miles per hour, I think.
Let me check. I got it all right here.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
man.
Beast is 65, I think, and Voyage is 68, but more like 70.
64.8 and 67.
Which one's faster than the Beast or Voyage?
Voyage.
Which is the fastest point of the Beast, the first drop or the Helix? So,
Probably the Helix.
see, I think they should just tear down the first half of the Beast and just make 2 drops with those Helixes, and they would have the best coaster in the world.
What you mean is, the first half, let's make it airtime hills. Make it like low speed hills.
Oh yeah, they could reprofile, but a lot of the old timers would get kind of mad because they're taking apart a history. I think to make a wooden coaster better, sometimes you have to. Everybody thinks everything has to stay original. It doesn't have to stay original all the time. But
I mean,
all my facts that I'm looking up are coming from them, just so everybody knows.
I mean, it wouldn't be a new coaster if be the Beast, but reprofiled, extremely.
I think the Beast needs to be completely retracked. But
Yes.
Now, what if?
I think they need
I
some
was
new
gonna.
PTC cars too. I think they need to just order new PTC. It's time. It's time.
I was gonna wait to say this, but what if GCI, if this hybrid track works out for him, what if instead of a retrack, that gets brought in?
Yes, and at airtime hills.
What are you talking about? The Beast?
Yeah.
Then
If
you
they
have to
got
replace it with Millennium Flyer trains, so then you run into that issue too.
Hey, fun though. I mean, Money and Fly Train on that hill, that'd be fun.
Oh, I love the trains. I think they're the best ones out there, but unfortunately, you're talking about a fan base. No offense to anybody who's a Kings Island fan. I'm a Kings Island fan too, but
I
you've
love
got a
Kings
base
Island.
that's afraid of changes. It's kind of like Cedar Point. They get mad. Well, Cedar Point fans, I think, are fine with new coasters. Kings Island fans, I think, don't like to see new coasters and see the old ones get torn down. Look at Vortex. Look at Firehawk. Even though Firehawk was not an original coaster to Kings Island, they still got bent out of shape out of that one. But the Beast getting touched,
Ooh, that'd be
maybe
madness.
I think that would upset a lot of people.
Yeah,
I mean,
writing probably.
kind of tried to do a topper track, but even that was kind of messing with it.
All you gotta do is hire a holiday mode, have them do it.
Well, how many feet is that for a Voyage? Was it 7,300?
Badger, I kind of agree with you, but I will say this. I was always a Vortex fan, and my wife would vouch for that. She hated the fact that I had to ride it 5 times while we were there every time. Because she can't ride it.
I rode it once the
Shockwave,
entire
though.
time that it was a thing.
Man, that thing never had a line. 15 minutes
The Voyage
on a busy
track
day.
length is 6,442 feet.
Yeah, Vortex, the more I rode it, the more I liked it. Because the taller I got, the better it got. Because when you're tall, Vortex is great.
Now, smoother ride. I know we've kind of been talking about this, but it's kind of unfair, especially because Voyage just had the retrack done. But, I mean, let's discuss this before the Voyage retrack. Which one had the smoother ride?
Still Voyage, because Holiday Mode actually does track work.
I know. They touch up on it all the time.
That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. Are we talking about a smoother ride after, Holiday World touched it, or are we talking about before? Because Gravity Group, I'm not trying to, get on their bad side, but their tracking is not that great. And, I've ridden Mind Blower. I've ridden all their coasters kind of pretty much after they've been built. After a year or two, they just get really rough, which tells me that their tracking's not where it needs to be. So the smoother ride, the Holiday World, I would say after the maintenance team at Holiday World touched it, I would say the Voyage is smoother now. Before that, absolutely not. The Beast would probably be smoother than that. I don't know. What was it last year? We went there a couple times, Holiday World, and I think after like 3 times in a row, the Voyage beat me up so bad. I was like, I got to get off this for a little while. This year, I could just rewrite it because of what they did to it. So,
Like the last day, we got what? We had 10 rides in on the last day. Ka-chow.
Something like
Take
that.
that, Zach.
yeah, you
Take
have.
that. Take that, both of you.
Well, last year I rode it 51 times in a day
I
before
know.
this year, and it still wasn't that bad. So I think no matter what, Wood is still
Leah,
better.
if you ever watch this, hear me out. I am so down. Coaster Challenge one day. I'll marathon it all day. I'll shoot for 100 rides without getting off.
That was my goal, but it broke down because of wildlife and stuff like that.
You break everything. That's why they can't have anything nice. You break everything. Crow's nest,
Because you
Hey,
didn't
you
handle
broke the
100
crow's
rides.
nest.
the PA system on the train ride.
51 rides is tough. Like, I had a freaking headache from all the G's.
Did you guys both know that the PA system is already, or it's either A, turned off, or B, it's already down again
I don't understand what's.
on the train?
It's down again.
I don't
It's
understand
simply
what's so
down.
difficult to keep a P. I don't understand why it's so
Well,
difficult to keep a PA system
rain.
running.
Rain.
Okay, then get a waterproof PA system.
They just need to get a nicer. I like the train. They need a bigger train.
We can't fit one, can we?
No,
yeah, but
you can't.
Yeah, that would defeat the whole purpose of it.
And actually,
It's like. Well, now we're going off subject.
it's fine. It's fine.
Well, we're running ahead of time. We've only been on 30 minutes and we're already halfway through, so we're doing solid on time.
Yeah. The train,
What do you
though,
got
like,
in the comments section?
Ka-chow. Ka-chow. There we
I don't know
go.
what's going on in the chat room.
FYE is doing a meetup this Saturday at Kings Island.
I'll be at Indiana Beach riding better coasters that are smoother than Beast in races.
Set a challenge date on what? The Voyage?
I would have to discuss that with Leah.
And me, because I would beat you on that ride.
I can outride you all day long on anything.
No, you can't.
Even T3.
Ha. How many times do you go
Okay,
down
no,
one
I
day?
want you both on Time Traveler for as long as you can.
Ka-chow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm down
Zach
for
likes
that.
the boss. If he can handle that coaster a lot
Yes.
of times, he can probably
I love the boss. Hot take,
What's going on
but-
down here?
Hot take. Hot take. Voyage needs Gus Lauer trains.
What?
There we go. Pow.
Why?
Anybody
pick
can
what?
outride me. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm saying that Voyage needs Gus Lauer trains because you cannot get people on them and you get better airtime. With those lap bars, people that are gone.
All right. My favorite seat on the Voyage, of course, is very back row. Seatbelt nice and tight, just like they allow us. But I love how when you go down that first hill, you're pretty much standing straight up.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
floater's
you gotta
good.
ride it in both 12.
But a
But-
better ride. Yeah,
Chris,
yeah, Jacob, go ahead and explain which one's the better ride. Go ahead.
okay, so the better ride, which this is a very opinionated thing, it just depends on what you look for. This is where Chris and I list always differ because with a lot of coasters, I look for force. He looks for airtime. For the smoother ride, I look for being whipped around. With Voyage, it's different though. With Voyage and the Beast, I feel like the Voyage has the best ride because of the airtime. With wooden coasters, that's what I look for. I don't look for a lot of being whipped around because wooden coasters aren't really meant to do that. I mean, RMCs, hybrids are, yeah, but wooden coasters are more meant for going up and down. So that's where I feel like the Voyage has the better
The Voyage
ride.
whips you pretty good, though.
Yes, and the Spaghetti Bowl, yes.
Oh, yeah.
It does great when you go from the 190 to bank to the 90
Y'all
to
should
the 90
see
to
the
bank.
bruises on my legs.
But with the Beast, it's flat, 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 lift hill, helix, helix, flat, flat,
Station.
station.
You mean trim brake?
It's like, and then there
airtime
isn't
was
there like
airtime
a
hill.
false lift hill?
Say what?
What?
You're breaking up. What's going on?
Isn't there a false lift hill?
Like a false lift hill at the very end of the ride. Like it's really small.
There's anti-rollbacks there.
Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
This comment section's crazy right now. What's going on?
KI fanboys probably.
There we go. It's an anti-roll brake.
Okay.
Now, Racer Nose has
You're coming in and out, Annika. Yours is kind of like fading in and out. I think you might be having a connection issue or something.
It's because we're both streaming on the same Wi-Fi.
Good old Xfinity, man.
Hey, we got the 1 gigabyte internet. What more can we do?
2. You're right.
They only offer
how-
1.
I could just join you, Jacob.
Are you just gonna switch over to your phone?
I am on my phone.
He says he has an iron stomach. How many times can you ride T3 in a row at Kentucky Kingdom, and we'll see what kind of iron stomach you have.
I am down for that. I am down for any time anybody wants a coaster challenge. I am always down as long as I can get there.
Yeah, you on. You and me, boss.
As long as I have Excedrin migraine headache medicine, I'm good to go.
That's cheating.
Yeah, it is because Chris, I did put you on Voyage Vibe with no pain pills, so.
How's that cheating? I don't want to throw up, man.
Oh, okay. So is Dramamine cheating?
Hey,
too?
I only do that on the spinning rides, especially the flat rides. That's it. That's the only reason why I take that. Because
Yeah, Mr. Revolution.
Dramamine is cheating, man.
I like to be able to ride Revolution and the birds and the things like that. I can't do that if I don't take that. I don't need it for the coasters.
Okay.
We all know I was able to ride Banshee 16 times without getting off, so take that. And that's without Dramamine. I like the crypt. I love the crypt.
Okay, getting back to the better ride. What about you, Zach?
What do you think? Obviously Voyage, because Voyage had a thing called airtime and
What's
padding.
that? What's airtime?
Airtime is what happens when you ride a coaster and you eat it. But yeah, Voyage has airtime. Voyage has that airtimeless airtime hill. And then let's see here. Voyage also has the ride that's go down forever because it's only one lift hill. The Beast, half its length is lift hills.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to cut you off, but the Voyage has to have a taller lift hill because it's going uphill the first half. I don't know what the Beast does. I don't know the terrain in the Beast.
I think it's crazy that the whole second half of Voyage is downhill.
Yeah.
That's
Because you really can't even tell when the ride is going uphill.
But I do. My favorite thing to do at the top of the lift hill is when Ryan is sitting at the bottom of the lift hill somewhere. I always love to yell at Ryan. He always knows where to look. Annika,
what about okay, the better ride's obviously the Voyage, but however, the better night ride's going to be the Beast.
Them fighting words.
I'm gonna have to
But
fight.
yeah, I definitely disagree with that.
Yeah.
After getting the chance to ride Voyage at night, I mean, if Voyage had more chances to,
What the hell?
I have no idea.
That's random.
But
Random
after
comment.
getting the chance to ride the Voyage at night, I feel like it is just so much better. Yeah, you get a lot that forest feeling, and you get a lot more chances, and especially during hot, because the fog rolls through the forest and it's a complete blackout, fogged out ride.
Are we talking about the Beast or are we talking about the Voyage?
The Beast.
Okay. So you think the Beast is a better night ride?
During hot season, yes. During
it's
the
more
normal
dark.
season, it is, but that because I feel like it's because it's more deep in the forest.
Our Twitter comments getting a lot of, does it involve sharks?
I like sharks.
That's going
Me too.
viral. All right.
You're welcome.
So I kind of left off a lot of key points. So during the day, the Voyage has the Voyage has a better ride just because, in my opinion, you're getting more ride out of it. You're getting airtime. You're getting laterals. You're getting. What happened? You guys joining each other?
Yeah, her headset died.
Okay. Yeah, because you have airtime on those first two hills on the Beast. You have, the tunnels, but you only have 1, 2, 3 tunnels. Wait, you probably have more than that because you have a couple cutovers too. The better ride, man, this is a hard one to me because I like both of them. Now, the Beast only moved outside of my top is because I rode a bunch of new coasters this year, but okay, I could see both of you guys. But I think
Who's in their shower? What are you talking about?
Ready?
My shower curtain.
Okay, I gotta admit, right now, that Falcon probably has more uptime than a Falcon this year.
what does?
Yeah, that kind of Falcon right now has more uptime than a Falcon does this year. Think
Okay.
about it.
Yeah.
It's still good down all year. That been open.
So the better ride experience would have to go to obviously the Voyage in the back row, but I didn't get to ride it when I had that last car on it, so I feel like that last car would have added even more extreme G's and airtime compared to this one. I know they had to take it off because it was putting too much wear and tear on the trains and on the track. To me, the Voyage is obviously the better ride because I got to ride it trimless this year, and it kind of blew my expectations out of the water. And I have the ride memorized, so I could, close my eyes during it. The Beast has outlived it was dethroned years ago, but it still remains as a top 5 wooden coaster. I would probably put the Voyage, I'd probably put El Toro, Phoenix. I'd put a lot of more coasters in front of it now after riding a bunch of new coasters, but the Beast is still like a top 5, top 10 wooden coaster. But the only thing it has that it's grabbing onto still is its length. And I think its length is also causing it to have issues. Like, to me, length doesn't mean shit if you're going to have a bunch of times where you're spending, a minute or 2 minutes on a lift hill at a time. That's not. Is this guy still talking over here about showers? But I think
color his cat is sometimes.
Yeah, a cat and a dog.
if I'm spending more of the ride on a lift hill than I am on the actual track, that's a negative for me. If I have more straight line track than curved track, then that's, to me, that's boring. I think that's why I became underwhelmed with El Toro, is because after you get the ejector air time, it's kind of a boring second half. So I think the Voyage just beats everybody out because Gravity and Holiday, basically, Kosh was like, I think it was Will Kosh at the time. I think he just told Gravity Group, "Hey, just design whatever you want, and we'll agree to it." Because I did the whole history of video on the Voyage, and they basically they basically designed it as they built it. They did not have a full design. It was crazy. So everybody's like, "Well, they had computers and blah 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 blah," and it's like, yeah, but if you look at the specs of it, really the Voyage and the Beast are kind of similar, and how they were built, because well, obviously the technology kind of helped a little bit with Gravity Group, but that was Gravity Group's second coaster I think they built. First being Hades 360, the second being the Voyage, both in the same year. They kind of knew what they were doing after using kind of Mount Olympus as their test point, so they went over to Holiday World, and because of Kosh having the relationship that he had with CCI, he decided that it was good to give him a chance again. And I think Gravity Group in the 2000s is better than Gravity Group now because they're more willing to take risks back then. But I think a lot of parks just don't have the money or the land available to build another Voyage. Because I think the Voyage was only like, how much was it? $8 million. It wasn't an expensive coaster for how long it is.
It was $8,500,000.
Yeah, the Beast was only $4.
Well, the Beast $4 million inflated today is how much?
10.5.
8.5.
10.5.
So the Beast costs more to build.
If I remember correctly from the if I remember from the stations last year, remember how they had the little info?
22 million.
Okay, it's probably okay. See, there we go.
Geez, the inflation rate. Golly, wood cost a lot of money back then.
But one thing I will have to say is with the Voyage, I love how with the airtime hills, you kind of get the feel that you're on a boat, even though you're on a train, but you're on a boat, and those airtime hills feel like waves, and you're just hitting those waves, and you're catching air, and then crashing back down.
True.
Which fits.
Is that why the Beast feels like you're running with all the straight lines? You're running from the Beast. I mean,
straight line and twin brakes.
Hello?
So basically, we all know that the Void is better because Will Cook actually helped design it. So,
who designed the Beast? I know he went on to help with the Bat, right? I think it's the same
let's see
engineer.
here, the Beast.
And I think Future. I'm trying to remember what he went on in the Future to design.
Yeah.
I don't know.
By Al Collins and Jeff Gramke. Well, Jeff Gramke was maintenance guy. Came down for a while, and then yeah. I know part of the guys who helped did it went on to do Den Corporation and I forget what else.
Yeah.
Sumner's.
Din Corporation. What a horrible coaster company.
Other than Thunder Run, that is good because it gotta be done.
Second half Beast. Ooh, I don't know about that one. Okay, the Beast has better G's. So to me, G's wise, obviously with the helixes. But are you completing the whole second half? Because the Voyage has a triple down leading into a bunch of transitions under the track, under the track, under a tunnel. I mean, I don't know. The Voyage never ends till it gets to the station, whereas the Beast has that long stretch into the station after the helixes. So I'm gonna have to give it to the Voyage on that one again.
Yeah, agreed would, because the Beast had the really good helix and all, but it's basically a helix and that's it.
Yeah, those helixes are extreme, don't get me wrong, but after you get done with those helixes, you don't really have anything else to look forward to after that.
Exactly.
But if the Voyage, you have the triple down, then you have the overbank turns that go to the right, that go to the left, that go to the right, go to the left, and then you have the drop underneath the tunnel, and then back over the station, underneath the tunnel, back on top, and then you finally slow down. So, and it's flying that second half. So, second half for you, Jacob?
The spaghetti bowl. If you count down the second half.
No, which one has the better second half?
The Voyage definitely has the better second half.
You see the comments below? That helix is legend. Nobody's ever said that it wasn't legendary. Let's talk.
I feel like the Voyage has definitely a better second half. Granted, I love that double helix on the Beast, but I love that spaghetti bowl. And then, of course, you have that small tunnel. Sorry, you're getting a little big deal out, dog.
All right, so now we need to hear the dog's opinion on it. Does a dog like Beast better or Voyage better?
She would definitely like the Voyage better, and that's because she loves me, and she would just go with whatever I say.
Okay.
My
So
dog.
good to me. Ooh, got a bite here.
Yes, this is one of our dogs. This is Riley. She's our golden retriever, and then we have a blind husky who's probably hiding under the bed.
Why are there so many comments on here? Jesus.
Maybe this person likes dogs.
Yeah.
Everybody.
No, not on that. Not on that. I'm just going back and reading some of this.
But yeah, I feel like the double helix on Beast is wonderful. But having that spaghetti bowl whipping you left to right, and then of course you have the triple down in the small tunnel, and then you have another. You're right, Chris. There are 3 tunnels because you have the tunnel by the station that you fly under. 4 tunnels because then you have the tunnel going into the brake run. How did we forget those tunnels earlier?
Because they aren't as memorable as the first ones.
The Voyage has a total of 8 underground times, I believe.
This guy's comments are legendary over here. Remaster Studios. I can't click off of there and look at his page, but yeah. I think we have 5 live viewers on YouTube. I don't know how many on Facebook. I can't see the count.
I'm seeing 8 and 4.
That's pretty good for the show then. And then this will be available on podcasts too. I know you guys can't see my face tonight, which let's see here on a second. Oh yeah. So yeah, this will be available on podcast with the other one. I forgot to upload the other one, so there'll be 2 available podcasts tomorrow after this. Jacob thinks everybody wants to look at his face close up. We zoom in on that.
It's not him he wants you to look at.
Lizard, it's pronounced like that.
Green dragon.
Oh, those things, yeah. Luckily, they don't get any bigger.
This is one we rescued from a ride operator at Holiday World.
Oh, okay. So is that?
It's a bearded dragon, John. We have 2.
I love this guy's enthusiasm.
But so last but not least, the finish. Bum bum bum. Which one has the better finish?
Voyage.
That's an easy one because you don't have a final finish with the Beast. You have a straight line track into the station.
Amen.
Chris, we can't help it that 80% of the track is straight. Just enjoy the straightness. Look at the trees as you fly by them.
Well, my son Jacob actually did a review because he got to ride the Voyage and that one, and he even agreed on that when we talked about it. And he's only 12, and he agrees that the Beast was more boring than the Voyage.
Would you count the double helix as the ending, or is that the halfway point?
I don't know. Well, you can't count it as a finish because the finish is still another, 20 seconds?
I don't know.
So we'll say the final 30 seconds of the ride, the Voyage has... The Voyage doesn't stop till the final brake run. The Beast, however, slows down before the final brake run. Where is the final brake run? The station?
Yeah, it's coming into the station. Right by your way.
So we got here. The question is, Remaster Studios, have you been on the Voyage this year? Oh, yes. Okay. And you still prefer the Beast over the Voyage, or what do you prefer? Oh, you have not. Okay. Okay. So the Voyage last year compared to this year, totally different. 180.
Yes. I would have to agree.
Like I said, if the Beast got a complete retrack, we would be looking at a totally different coaster.
I'll see that.
Yeah, not with... You know what? That's what they should do for the 50th anniversary of the park. Forget the whole crap with the new coaster. Just retract all of the Beast. They should have did that for the 40th anniversary, but whatever, of the Beast. But
And the fifth one.
they're just reading comments. Magnetism. It's changed twice, actually. The Beast originally had a different design. They had to change it. But, I don't know. See, the thing is, we can't say, oh, well, let's look at both coasters and, how old's the Voyage now? It's not even 20 years old, so...
We can't still be there in however many years.
The Beast is always going to be at Kings Island. But maybe it won't, because maybe the maintenance becomes too much and they decide to get rid of it eventually. Who knows?
Well, they could put two great coasters in the same place at one. That's just me.
Oh, the Beast. Interesting.
Yeah, hot take.
But you got to understand, some people have been riding the Beast longer, so to them, there's some sort of kind of vintage type feeling to it.
All right. Overall, so we'll let ladies go first on this one.
Put me on the spot. If someone else wants to go first and give me a minute, that's cool.
Overall opinion, both of them are great coasters. One's, withheld the test of time at 41 years, sorry. The other one's going on 15. Was it 2006 or 2005 that the Voyage was built? So
Keep on 6 because
one
it
that's
opened in
14
07.
years old, one that's 41 years old, and both of them are the two longest wooden coasters in the world. The Beast, I think they did it, they could have easily made the Voyage longer. I think they purposely made it shorter because they didn't want to knock off that record. I think they were trying to pay homage to it a little bit because they could have easily beat that record.
I think part of this too with Voyage.
What's the difference in track length on it? Like 800 feet, right?
Let me see here. But I know with Voyage that it didn't have too much longer. The ending was on a bit. It had bad pacing. So yeah, the Beast is 73.59, and the Voyage is 6,042.
We cannot hear you, man. Jacob, can
Can't
you
hear me?
hear him?
Yeah, I can hear him. I can hear both of you just fine.
I don't know why I can't hear him.
Because you're Chris.
Yeah.
No, it's weird. I can't hear his sound. I can hear your sound, but I can't hear his.
Oh.
Zach, say something real fast.
Hi.
Yeah, something's going on my side. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, they can hear him. So my over. Go ahead, Zach. Continue.
Yeah, so I'm saying is yeah, so the voyage, like, it is actually about 900 feet less than voyage. I mean beast. So if you want to go longer, I'm afraid that it would have possibly hit the ending because it would have gone slower, which would have given some bad pacing as well.
I think we lost Chris.
I think Chris is backing out and coming back. So
Yeah, Slacker.
I agree with you, and of course, my opinion is I love both of them. They are both great wooden coasters. Yes, the Beast is a lot older, so yeah, I do expect it to be rougher, but at the same time, yeah, my hair's a mess from work. Long day of digging in a ditch. What can I? But both coasters are great coasters, but it just depends on what you look for. With me, I'm looking for airtime when it comes to wooden coasters. So, and of course, all the tunnels. Yes, the Beast has the one and the double helix and the two kind of wooden tunnels they made, but
Yeah, Beast is definitely legendary and it's fun, but the voyage is as perfection.
We're gonna have to turn off Jacob's camera. He's getting a little perverted over there. I'm just kidding. Bob's Coaster Experience said he's been going to Kings Island since 1977. Want to talk held up to time? Let's talk about Jackrabbit at Kennywood. Agreed, but also Kennywood takes care of their wooden coasters. Also, it's a lot shorter of a track too. That I think that maintenance on the Beast is just becoming too much and too expensive.
especially with everything else they have to do. Well, Vertigo needs to go, but that's just
Holiday World has 5 coasters. 5. Am I right? Yeah, 5 coasters.
5 if you count Holy Dog.
And then Kings Island has 14 or 15 coasters. So yeah, it's a little different.
But you think they would have more money. But I guess that's the difference between a chain park and a family-owned park too. So
I got the next Coaster War. What's that? If it's Steel Dragon versus Millennium Force, it would be hard. I haven't been on Steel Dragon yet.
Millennium Force and Magnum.
So I'm assuming all of our opinions are we like Woodies over the Beast.
Yes.
RMC Raptor in 2023 or 2024?
You mean Racer? RMC Racer.
That's not gonna. They've already have plans to GCI it. I think the Racer is going to be the next one to have that hybrid. It's not even a hybrid track. The next one to have that new steel track by GCI.
Yeah, do that, and then also give us some money and flight trains like Laguna to the coaster.
I think it'd be better. It'd be less. Raging Cajun at Six Flags America versus Exterminator at Kennywood. I would, but I didn't. It wasn't up when I went to Kennywood, so I can't even compare the two. Plus, Raging Cajun, I don't even know if I rode it. So
I haven't, but Exterminator though is speaking phenomenal because it's a spinning wild mouse in a box with theming.
it is, but if you're going to compare 2 Wild Mouse coasters, give me a second here to think about it. The one down at Animal Kingdom's closed, so we can't compare that one. That one was pretty hardcore.
I liked it.
I don't know. Spinning coasters are
I love spinning coasters.
Me too.
GCI Racer would be cool. The problem is, I think Six Flags fans are less likely to create an uproar over a coaster like that. I think Kings Island fans would create a protest or something over
Yeah. Probably buy it, burn the park down.
Top Thrill Dragster versus King the Cow. That would be a good one. The problem is, I'm the only one that's rode both of them.
Yeah, and with my understanding with what you said, if King Ka really has that shake,
Yes.
it would be top to master all the way.
Yeah, I was RMC Beast. Oh, God.
Buy it
I
and burn the park down.
I don't know if I would RMC anything until they could prove that their coasters last past 15 years.
That's why I discussed the GCI track, because GCI is usually known for good things.
RMC
Yes,
Adventure
let's
Express.
do
Yes. Actually, I had a bad idea. We said OMC the Howlet.
It would be like Harley
Yeah,
Adventure thing.
You know, if Adventure Express would be a better coaster if they, reverse the layout on it.
Honestly, it's so great. Then you have virtual to be like, oh, how nice.
If
I'm
they
like,
if they took notes on the mine train ride that's at Silver Dollar City, it would be mind blowing.
Thunderation is the best mine coaster ever.
I'm ready to ride it. Like, I like arrows, so.
I can't wait to
Oh my
ride it
God,
next
dude.
week. I am so pumped. Because you know what I'm
the
going
bat.
to
I like the bat. It's legendary.
He's going to be mad because I'm going to go Thunder Nation, Time Traveler, Thunder Nation, Time Traveler, Fire in the Hole, Time Traveler. Fire
We're
in
talking
the
about
Time
we're talking about coasters getting redone. I think the Hoosier Hurricanes should get redone with new trains and GCI tracking.
Yeah.
Millennium Flyer trains on that one.
Who's your Hurricane needs airtime?
Yeah, who's the hooking? Like, if it had airtime, it'd be pretty good. But it's pretty boring right now.
After riding that this past weekend, I hate to say it, but I'm just bored on Hoosier Hurricane. I'm like, oh, look at the park. Ooh, look at the lake. Oh, we're back at the station. But I enjoyed Cornball and I enjoyed Steel Hog. I enjoyed Lost Coaster. I enjoyed the Lost.
They definitely need a new coaster there.
Yeah.
I'm not hating on Indiana Beach. Don't get me wrong. I love going to Indiana Beach, but
I agree. I agree. Racer should be RMC'd. I'm not saying it shouldn't. I just think the fan base of Kings Island would say no to that.
Yeah, fan base would freaking riot probably.
I mean, I would be fine with it. Keep the Travis Scott burger at McDonald's, but not RMC. But Travis Scott burger. Oh my God.
We had a coupon today for $6 for anybody who wants to try that and hasn't tried it. If you order through the mobile app, you can get a whole meal for $6.
All it is I think a bacon quarter pounder with barbecue sauce for the dipping sauce for the fries. It's nothing special.
I don't know.
The bat more like the suckiest arrows. No, that belongs to I hate to say it, but yeah, that belongs to
Iron Dragon.
Cedar Point. Yeah, I don't know.
Iron Dragon. Hey, Iron Dragon with the VR was wonderful.
I would take Iron Dragon over the bat.
What?
A hot take.
I would take Big Bad Wolf over all of them.
I wanted to. It looks so good, but because Norman had to get rid of Arrow.
I don't even know if Big Bad Wolf's even still open. I haven't been there.
No, it's not. It's gone. It got taken out to be replaced by the Bolton.
Yeah, which was a mistake because Big Bad Wolf was a really good coaster. I'm lucky enough to be able to ride it when I was there. Disappointing. Because you went right over that river, the Rhine River.
Yeah, I agree with you, Carol. It was like a different ride.
You feel like you go through the track twice.
Yeah, you do feel like you go through the layout twice with the VR.
It's so boring.
Yeah, I think Iron Dragon.
Iron Dragon's so boring.
Iron Dragon, like, if it had a first half that was better, and the second half, it'd be good. Because the second half is not bad at all. But the
No, the
first
second
half
half's
is boring.
fine.
Yeah, the second half is fine. The first half is what the heck? It's so boring. Just meanders.
You know what? I'd like to see those. I would like to see those coasters redesigned by a different company. See what they could do nowadays with them.
OMC.
Well, I mean, I think Universal Studios has like a kiddie version of it called Pterodon Flyers, which isn't
Yeah.
even close to it, but that's about as close as you're going to get to a new version.
Yeah, I ain't had
What
that
did
because
she
I got
say?
when I'm a kid. I need a kid about that coaster still, so.
Well, what do you expect? Remaster Studios? You're talking about. You're talking about Cedar Fair. Fuck Coma. Never thought we'd be saying that ever again.
Now, hear me out. I know people were suggesting Coaster Wars next episode. What if we do the best Giga episode?
Best Giga? Well, I can't even get into that argument. I've only been on 3.
Everybody knows how Orion is.
Orion, I could get better than Money in Force, but Orion is the second best ride that came down behind Mystic Nimbus.
I agree.
Yeah, but everybody knows. Well, when it comes to Gigas, the way I rank them is 305, Fury, Millennium Force right now. And I'm assuming Orion would go right underneath that.
I haven't even been IPO 5, and I rank it higher than Money in Force.
Well, you guys haven't been. At Williamsburg. I see Battle of the First B&M Hypers. That would be a good one. But you guys haven't been on Apollo's Chariot, so Fury sucks. I don't like Gigas. I think they suck, but that's my opinion on them. I just think they're boring. If you want speed, you're getting speed, but I get speed off of a launch coaster. I'll go with speed off of Top Thrill Dragster before I sit on Millennium Force. Oh, let's see.
Millennium Force is great because you kind of get to see the whole back half of the park.
Well, yeah, the views are good on it. I'm just saying that there's no force once you hit that first drop. You're done with it. Let's see. Orion is better than Fury. What? I don't know. I haven't been on Fury. Let's see. Leviathan versus Fury. You know we would, but we haven't been to Canada because of the coronavirus. Vengeance versus New Tech. I like all your guys' things, but we haven't been to those parks this year because of the coronavirus. So,
Well, yeah, idea. How about we do Lightning Run versus Storm Chaser?
We haven't been on Lightning Rod.
What?
Yeah. It was close for so long.
I would compare Storm Chaser to Outlaw Run before I compared it over to Lightning Run.
Or what if we do Money in Force versus Magnum?
You're really trying to get Magnum in that discussion.
Magnum is the GOAT. It is awesome. I love Magnum.
What if we did an episode on Skyrush being a wing coaster?
Where have we been? We've been to a lot of parks. I had a Texas trip planned, and then coronavirus kind of squashed those plans this year.
And we had plans to go to, of course, we were going to hit Williamsburg and Virginia and Carowinds again, but we were also going to go to Great Adventure. We were going to go up in Canada and all that wonderful jazz, but all that got screwed.
I was supposed to ride freaking Marine Valley 2 and Candemonium, and I had a freaking car wreck, so.
That's not funny, but
it's not, yeah.
I bet you that was real.
You were on your way too. You're like, yeah.
I don't know how I got. I'm very good. But I mean, I forgot to go to Cannon Park on the way home, so I got 70 rides in. So
Viper versus Phantom's Revenge. I would put Phantom's Revenge versus another Morgan coaster, such as Lightning Run, before I do Viper, because Viper's a wooden coaster. What Viper are you talking about? Are you talking about the one at Six Flags Great America? Okay, I could see that one. Magnum versus Phantom's Revenge. Okay. But some of our team hasn't been in Kennywood yet, so then that. Jacob, you need to go out to Kennywood. Just turn on all the stuff and go ride Phantom's Revenge real fast.
Down close.
We'd rather go to Florida. We could, but we'd rather go to Florida next year. Because we were going to go this year, but with the issue of Steel Curtain, I wanted to go and ride Steel Curtain.
How about Incredible Hulk versus another sit down Rougarou? There you go. That's a good comparison. Rougarou.
Boogapoo.
Or another sit down Wildfire versus Rougarou. That would be a good one because they're
We
kind
can
of
do
similar.
Wildfire after I ride it in a few weeks here.
I don't know what it is about Wildfire, but it is the worst B&M I have ever ridden.
Don't ruin it for me. I'm gonna like it, I think.
I like Wildfire, but I like the views, so.
That's all you get with that coaster. There's no force. There's no fun.
Hulk versus Kumba. Oh, man, that's a good one.
That is. But I've only been in Cuba once, so it makes it a little bit hard on me, but I've been in it now.
Incredible Hulk is just an amazing coaster.
Yes, it is.
It's the onboard audio, because if you compare the two, the onboard audio would make me vote for it more.
Well, that and the launch.
That launch, it's weird how they do a wheeled launch on that one. What we got here? Hulk versus Kumba.
What if?
Magic Mountain, sorry. More like Tragic Mountain. I hope it's still there next year. Vortex Head.
What if we did Batman the Ride versus Batman the Ride?
How about Raptor versus Batman the Ride? That would be more of a better comparison.
Raptor and Montu?
Or Montu versus Raptor. There you go.
Montu, Raptor, Banshee, or Batman?
I would say Raptor versus Montu because they're kind of similar. Batman's a good compact.
Which one though? With Batman? The one in Great America, St. Louis?
No, that's a good clone, and it's in reverse, so I like that one.
I don't know what it is with the St. Louis park, but I don't know. I looked at it when we drove by to go to Silver Dollar City, and just looking at the park from the skyline, I really don't want to go there.
It's not a bad park. They have a really good collection of flat rides. Excalibur is one of a kind, and it's awesome. The boss is a really good CCI because the first drop goes into a double down.
What are you talking about? Oh, Mako versus Candemonium? Mako. Have you ridden it, Zach? Oh,
there we go. Yeah. Candemonium supposed to, but definitely not. Next year that I want to.
Yeah, Battle of the Compacts. That's a good one. I like that one. Of course, I'm going to give it to Goliath, but that's just my opinion. Let's see.
Yeah, I only rode Goliath once. I put about more this year, but then COVID happened, so yeah.
The only thing Goliath has going for it is that stall. That is the only thing Goliath has.
Goliath doesn't have that boring. What is it? After you do that quick corkscrew. Oh my god, my thing.
Go to bed, Chris.
Corkscrew, or whatever you call that element. As soon as you get,
stall? What?
I don't know. They always have fancy names for things now. Once you get that second inversion on Storm Chaser, it kind of. I don't.
Yeah, but at least Storm Chaser packs a punch all the way to the end. I mean, Goliath, after that stall and stuff, you just hit that ending and you're like, oh, that was it.
I feel a lot because that trick track double up and double down is really fun.
They said, what coasters have you guys ridden? Hey, we're getting out to parks more.
We're not rich, though.
I actually had Fiesta, Texas lined up, and the whole state shut down after they reopened. They shut right back down again. It was very disappointing.
When we were at Holiday World Sunday, we were waiting to get on, and somebody got off the backseat of Legend, and their first comment out of their mouth was, that was it.
What?
How does that make
Legend is awesome.
I want to compare Viper at Six Flags Great America compared to the one at Coney Island, but I haven't been to the Coney Island one yet.
Wait, how about we do Battle of the CCIs? Battle of the Indiana CCIs.
Raven versus Cornball. You know people are going to say
Like-
Raven.
Raven.
Like, well, like Raven versus Cornball versus Legend.
Raven.
That's so weird.
Legend.
Dang,
What?
this is not get us for that now.
What's silly? What did you say? I can't hear you. What did you say? What's silly?
Raven definitely takes it all the way, but
I don't know.
Raven's fun, but I still think Legend is better.
other than that first drop on Cornball, it has nothing going for it.
It's got some air.
Other than the airtime, it's got nothing going for it. With the Raven, you got the forest, you got the lake, you got that nice first drop.
Got the thing that makes you bang your arm into
The thing that
side.
makes you bang your arm and give you a bruise right
Oh,
Oh, yeah, the Fumble.
no picks for the defuncts. Bob's Coaster Experience. I would. Oh, Cornball versus Viper at Six Flags Great America. Okay, that could be one. The defuncts. I would. Shockwave versus Vortex. Shockwave that used to be at Six Flags Great America versus Vortex. That would be a good defunct Coaster War one. But the problem is they haven't rode Shockwave. Unless they're old enough. Before Superman replaced it.
Carol, you're making this so hard.
Carol remembers it. I bet Carol rode Shockwave at Six Flags Great America. It was better than Vortex. I don't care what anybody says. Taller, faster, more inversions. And then everybody wanted it gone. Gone. Like Jacob is right now. He looks like he's gone.
Dang, leave me alone.
Hold on, we have more comments.
No one I mentioned above Mean Streak versus Son of Beast. I didn't get to ride Son of Beast.
I did.
Mean Streak or Son of Beast?
Ooh.
I didn't ride either one.
I haven't ridden Son of Beast in a good long while, obviously, so. But I'm going to go Son of Beast because here's the thing. Son of Beast had 2 helixes, like the Beast. So.
What is he talking about? Shut up, your opinion is invalid. Who's he talking about?
Probably Kale saying that some mods that are like Beast is better than Voyage.
Shockwave was better.
But
Why couldn't I ride Son of Beast so I can find out how bad it was?
It wasn't bad, it was good. It would be best by at King's Island.
What?
Oh, there goes Chris.
Bye.
But yeah, so we'll think about it. We'll get together as a team and kind of get ideas going. We're gonna look back through the comments to kind of see what you guys threw out. Maybe we'll just take everything, write it down, throw it in a hat, and wham, whatever we pull out, that's what we'll do.
Or do all one video.
Sky Rush is a wing coaster.
No, it's not.
RCDB says it is, so I go with what they say. They are the Bible.
Sky Rush is a hypercoaster.
I know it is. I just agree with what RCDB. I agree with them. I just go with what they say.
But here's the thing: the Sky Rush, it is only a wing coaster on the outer seats.
Sky Rush is an amazing coaster.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, but yes, I agree with you.
Bye,
But if they classify, I don't know. It's I don't know. It's a hybrid. Let's just leave it at that.
Our Master Studios, please come back and join us again. I love your enthusiasm.
We can always have you as a guest.
Yeah.
We like guests.
Would that be our first special guest?
Yes, I think. Other than Zach, he is a special guest. But that's okay. We're all special.
What?
Oh, he's
Oh,
back.
Chris is back.
Welcome back, Chris.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Remember, kids, licking doorknobs is illegal on other planets. Okay, man. Why was he on a shower curtain for? Was he watching our live feed in the shower? That's different.
Hey, you got to multitask.
Yeah.
Videos in the shower. That's what happens when you work 80 hours a week.
And then we have other pages advertising their meetups on here. Whatever.
FYE, of course, yeah.
That's okay. Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring.
Not always.
I thought the STR Weem was ending. What? That's twice. We got about, I'd say 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. We'll try to end it at a minute and 30, or an hour and 30 exactly.
I'll 31.
By the way, check it out.
Yeah, I had the same one.
I thought about going with the other color. I also got the Raven shirt too.
I didn't buy
What is that from?
It's the Legend.
Where did you get that one at?
From
Not Holiday Build.
Yeah, Holiday World. I bought it from Santa Claus.
Me too, yeah. I bought mine, I think, last year. Yeah, that's when it came out. I bought it.
But yeah, if they get better Voyage gear, Leah, if you hear this, I'm sorry. I loved kind of the Voyage gear, but you need better. I mean, this year from them, I bought 1, 2, 5 shirts.
Plus the one my mom got you.
Yeah, plus the one her mom got me and the rain jacket. So Holiday World does have some great gear. So anybody who does like buying clothes, I would go check out Holiday World's online shop. They got wonderful items there. Leah and her team worked very hard on it.
We're gonna be releasing our Halloween shirt here soon for Midwest Coaster fans, so it'll be available for purchase.
Yep, boy, had mine.
It's a great design. I love the shirts.
I'll go get it real quick.
So I guess we'll go a little bit over. It's fine.
Oh, 40.
Oh, you're a Steelers fan. What is going on here?
Go Steelers.
Steelers.
They stole the AFC Championship from us that one year. So that shoestring tackle by Ben Roethlisberger.
It's fine.
Wow.
I only got steel curtain from Kennywood. There you go. If that's our new design for it, so if you guys wanted one, we should have a link to the store here soon. And then I'll look at designing a Christmas one too. If anybody has a Christmas event this year, geez.
Pretty well, so.
City, we're trying to plan a New Year's trip to Silver Dollar City, possibly.
I might try going to the Ace event, but we'll see here. If I don't look on a napkin, I'll go.
After this year, I want to celebrate at Epcot. I want to celebrate New Year's at Epcot, and I want to drink around the world.
Wow, you could go to Silver Dollar City, the #1 amusement park in the United States.
Theme park, man.
Fuck yeah. Come on, DP.
Whatever. Amusement park, same thing. They're #1.
Oh, no, he said it was the same thing.
Well, Holiday World's my #1, but that's okay.
What, theme park? Come on, man. Silver Dollar City is the best one in the country, and I would put Silver Dollar City above Universal and Disney.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. Holiday World has like a special place in my heart.
Yeah.
I can't top it.
Well, Silver Dollar City would too if it wasn't out in the middle of nowhere. Oh, wait, they all are. Holiday World's at least off an interstate. Silver Dollar City, you got to get off the interstate and drive 100 miles south, go past Springfield, go through the mountains.
To do that Friday.
Oh, you going this weekend?
Yeah. I should have said that.
Yeah.
Maybe you should fly into St. Louis and then drive. It might be a little easier.
It would be easier, but I'm not paying for those points. And then booking the car.
What you can do, I do and drive.
Huh?
Battle of the Island Park, Battle of the Compact Parks, Indiana Beach versus Kentucky Kingdom.
Kentucky Kingdom.
Yeah. OMCs.
I'm sure if Dustin is watching this, he's having a cow.
Yeah.
I would say Indiana Beach if it had the same love the last 12 years. Let's see. That's another debate whenever they get more things added. Oh.
You need caffeine.
Oh yeah, driving to Texas does suck because most of it's just desert and plains. T4.
T4. All right.
T4.
I don't think that's going to happen next year now.
Tacoma badass. Oh, sorry. I can't YouTube. Sorry.
I've been hearing information that Kentucky Kingdom might have lost money this year, so I don't think the RMC Raptor is going to happen until 2022 now.
Oh, no. Yeah, I see that. I'm not.
I know Indiana Beach and Holiday World made good. Indiana Beach and Holiday World, I think, are one of the only two parks in the Midwest I think that made money this year.
I think Holiday World made the most, but that's just.
Probably. I heard the Hollywood Nights was the busiest it's ever been.
Well, granted, they're like one of the only coaster events this year. So.
That and usually Hollywood Night falls on the same weekend.
Hey, if it falls on the same weekend as Coaster Stock next year, I'm going to Hollywood Nights. Forget that.
Well, actually, Costa Mania. Costa Mania is always on the same day as Hollywood Nights.
Yeah, I'll go to Hollywood Nights and be less of a crowd, and I can actually enjoy it more this time.
Costa Mania actually wasn't that bad at all. I missed the boat cruise because I couldn't find anything in Mena because lack of directions, but I enjoyed having 15-minute waits on Steel Vengeance. So.
T5.
T5.
I think it'd be funny if they had a dueling coaster to T3. I think it'd be hilarious.
Yeah, because people would be better because I don't have new trains.
I truthfully think Kentucky Kingdom should get one of the Intamin racer models. I think that'd be fitted a lot better than an RMC Raptor. But that's just me.
Call it on T4 and T5.
They probably would too.
That would be like Holiday World getting an Intamin.
And then we have in Hollywood, yeah.
I think they should go with Intamin again, but this time a steel coaster.
I think if we really discuss on what Holiday World should add next, they need to add something like Time Traveler or a Hyper or
Mock Palace Blast.
They need something they need something metal. They need something metal again.
Amy Seal.
Well, they haven't hinted that they haven't hinted at anything yet, and we would have heard an announcement probably by now.
Oh no! Next year is we know Leah. She's been planning for next year probably since last year or the year before.
Well, 5 years ago.
Yeah, probably 5 years ago. Probably since right after the 70th anniversary.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do, though. That's the thing.
He was like, okay, guys, we're going to take a week off, and then we're going to jump right on the 75th.
Hey, when did Cheetah Chase get announced last year?
Early.
Yeah, that's the thing. We haven't heard anything from any park right now.
Well,
Universal's the only one that's announced a new coaster next year so far.
Yeah.
Oh,
Silverwood.
And Silverwood, yeah.
With Holiday World and their 75th anniversary, expect nostalgic. That's what that's the only thing I can say. Expect nostalgic.
A 500-foot T-Rex. Yeah, Carol, I don't think it's happening next year. I think they're going to delay it till 2022, which stinks for RMC. 500-foot Rex. That project was canceled, by the way, in case many of you didn't know that. T-Rex project was postponed until further notice by RMC.
Yeah, they want to get more under the belt.
Yeah, you'll get more after.
How about that? How about the Velocicoaster, though? Man.
That's going to be top 10.
More like top 2.
I think so, yeah.
Like garbage.
You go ride Iron Gwazi, and I'll go ride the other one.
And I'll get a Park Opera and a Benton Nothing to both parks.
Well, if I could skip the line on Iron Gwazi, then I'll definitely do that. I think I might get the all-season skip the line thing at Busch Gardens next year.
Not a bad idea because their operation at Christmas time was fast when I was there. It was one train on Scorpion doing like a 10 minutes. Like, come on, Miss Glenn, really? But, yeah.
Scorpion always runs one train.
Like, they have 2, 1, 2. Come on.
It should ease some pressure off of Cheetah Hunt. Never heard. Was that a ride name in Florida? Better than Maverick. It's a new 2021 coaster at Universal Studios Islands of Adventure.
It's gonna be probably the best coaster of 2021.
If you haven't seen it yet, we have a whole mess of videos on it. But yesterday there was a video release showing it. I need to organize it into a category. Oh, I know. Oh, he's just messing around. Better than Maverick. I don't know. We have to ride both of them and then decide.
Dude,
I think it probably could because that whip would be crazy in that back car.
I've been there and seen what the elements are going to do. There's a lot of dive elements in this new coaster. I don't know. Hopefully it's more reliable than Hagrid's has been.
but dive is boring in your opinion.
I didn't say a dive was boring.
Every time we talk about Valraven, dive coaster.
That's a dive coaster. I said a dive. I said a dive loop. I wasn't talking about a coaster. Valraven's not bad. Valraven's not bad. In the front row, it's good. I just like the view of
That's the first time I've ever heard you say that, Chris.
I like it in the front row because of the view of Lake Erie. Other than that, That could be one when we go to Canada's Wonderland next year. The battle of Valraven versus whatever the other one's called.
Yukon Striker all the way.
I want to go, but I don't even have a passport anymore, so.
Dive coasters are great to fall asleep on.
I bet you. How about we OMC Valraven?
How about this? We just go back in time, warn them to save their money, and to invest in something else.
Yeah, it's like 2 OMCs.
Yeah, like they should have just built, the hybrid, and then they should have built a T-Rex, and boom, problem solved.
Has he not been on the street?
It keeps on kicking me off. I think something's wrong with it. What the hell? Zach, why are we the only 2 people?
I don't know.
He probably just removed him. He's probably messing with us right now. He thinks he's being cool with his new host.
I'm in there. Oh, there it is. Hi again.
We just got kicked.
No,
By
you
yourself?
did not. If you got kicked, then our whole...
She I would lie, but she won it.
No, I couldn't figure out why you weren't in the stream, so I added you, and then it kicked us.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
My hands were nowhere near the computer.
Yeah.
Well, looks like everybody's kind of exited out of that connection. Terminated or upskill raptor. Okay. So
Remember, guys, 2,000 subscribers on YouTube, and Jacob has to ride, deal on a Starflyer, and film it.
But yeah, what I was saying is, and they should have, instead of building Valraven, they should have just built a 2 RMCs, the hybrid, and they should have built a T-Rex. Problem solved.
Yeah, or DCI, or Tacoma.
What if they built the Beast but 2020 edition?
Yes, that would be awesome, where it has airtime and no trims.
What if they took the Voyage? What if they went to a company and said, okay, I want you to take the Voyage, and I want you to take the Beast, and to smash them together and give me their baby?
So basically, that would be the Voyage being on Helix on it, basically.
With crazy helixes in between.
So airtime hill, Helix, airtime hill, Helix.
Tunnel.
500 foot.
In Visden.
Hades
500
He like,
Jim break.
like curious.
500-foot Intamin,
Them.
I could see that.
Straight fact.
500-foot Intamin. Yeah, because Intamin's already hit the benchmark twice. Millennium Force, Top Thrill Dragster, they've been the first to do everything.
I think.
Other than a quick hyper, so.
Well, Intamin, I don't even know what Intamin was. Oh, yeah, Intamin was building wooden coasters probably back then still.
Well, yeah, and kitty coaster as well. Because remember, Intamin's first coaster was a kitty coaster.
I think rather than height, the next thing they go for is speed. First coaster to hit 200.
That would be insane. You'd have to definitely wear safety goggles on that thing.
Well, yeah, you have to wear safety goggles for the one in Ferrari Land.
Yeah.
And that's only 156 or 152.
Well, the sand is why. And dust.
Yeah, I think, where's that one at again? The one in Ferrari Land.
Abu Dhabi.
UAE.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got the nuts to do it. I don't know. I think I'd be a little nervous on the 500-foot coaster, just a little bit.
Intimate do it. They'll do it.
I still get nervous on King Lucas and Top Thrill at the top. I don't know. It's extremely high up.
Well, see, you guys know how I am on drop towers, and I'm more comfortable at the top of Top Thrill than I am at the top of Top Tower. Yeah, that's its own pistol.
Where's the money? 500 feet. Yeah, you're looking at a $40-50 million coaster. Universal has the money. Disney has the money. Disney won't do it because it's too extreme, but Universal, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
Falcon's Fury. Jacob's first time on that was hilarious.
I bet it was.
Fuck that ride.
Remember, guys, 2,000 subscribers and Jacob bought a Starflyer in Orlando.
I have one rule. I will ride everything once.
Starflyer's actually not that bad.
And he wanted twice then.
But then you got to do the world's tallest slingshot too. Then.
Yeah. How about also the world's tallest on Sky Coaster as well?
Only if you guys join me along the voyage.
Remember, I will outlap you on Voyage.
No, not what I meant. As long as you guys are willing to do it, I would be willing to do it.
Yeah, I'll do it. I pay for it all. You can pay for it all.
Well, I'm hoping to get on future shows. I'm hoping to get like Battle of the Parks. I want to get like Cedar Point versus Magic Mountain, but I don't have anybody that's a Magic Mountain guru.
Get Chris from Anthony Golden and he'll do it. I had the home park for a little bit, so.
He doesn't even live there anymore. He lives.
I know, but he used to though. He had the home park for a little bit, so he's been there more than we have.
Even he said, "Forget California," and left. Let's see.
Yeah. Who wouldn't? In California.
Have you been to California yet? No.
Yeah, I have. I have technically twice, but one time was on an airplane. Other time was for Disneyland and seeing Hollywood.
Okay. If you go there just to be a tourist, that's not that bad. Living there would be a different story.
It would, yeah.
I have a yodeling pickle. This guy. Who's Remaster Studios? Is that Jacob doing these comments?
No.
I can see it.
Look, my hands right there.
We found Jacob number 2. We need to get him.
See, look, not me.
All right.
Joke's on you. I'm using my feet.
I'll let you close out the show, Jacob, and then we'll be back maybe on Thursday with a show. I don't know.
I have to work Thursday night, so if so, it'd be you guys. But I'll be back.
You could come in on audio while you're working.
Yeah, that's true.
You just have to mute your mic whenever you.
Background on ding dong.
You can mute your mic on here, so if you go in with just audio only, you can mute your mic when you have so you'd be fine.
Yeah, that's true.
I wonder, Will is a yodeling pickle.
We'll be back Thursday. We're we're gonna do a surprise show for you guys. Just pay attention to what time we're gonna go live. Check our Facebook probably between 3 and 5 o'clock to show what time we're gonna go live Thursday night. We'll be back Tuesday for another edition of Coaster Wars, I'm assuming.
Tuesday, yeah, we'll be back on Tuesday.
There we go. I was waiting for the boss to agree. So, my name's Jacob. This is Annika. We got the wonderful Zach, and we got the very not so here Chris.
Wait, Chris, yeah.
And we will see you guys on Thursday.